up, YouTube? I'm Nintendo Man 64, bringing you another episode of Mario Kart DS. In the last episode, we struggled mightily with Toad, but we ended up actually performing passably in the Flower Cup. This time we will be taking on the Banana Cup and the 100cc. But immediately, after I press this button, you guys are going to notice something different. For starters, let's start with the fact that I now know which buttons are which, so I likely won't be pressing the wrong ones again. But this is more. I've unlocked 2 new racers. Down here next to Bowser, you've got Daisy and you've got Dry Bones. Now, history shows that I should be Bowser, but because we have 2 new racers, I'm obviously not going to be Daisy. I am going to drive around this time as Dry Bones. As you can see, Dry Bones is sort of a basic, lightweight character, great acceleration, incredibly easy to handle cars, and the items, I don't even know what item stands for, but whatever. It's really good at that. The only thing it can't do is it can't drift well, and its weight is not that good. And it's also very slow. But you know what? I'd prefer that jump acceleration, and you know what? The game rewards you if you can get that jump acceleration. Now, I tested Dry Bones out a bit, and until the last lap of Shroom Ridge here, I was actually on my way to getting an A rating for this for this cup, so I decided against it. Alright, we're going to take on the Banana Cup with Donut Plains 1, Frappe Snowland, Bowser Castle 2, and Baby Park. All retro cups, obviously. But since this is, again, like the dual maps, one of those games where it's a little difficult to carry commentary about these particular races, since you can only say, I like this course so many times, I'm gonna try my best to keep some commentary going on about stuff that's going on around the channel, because a lot of people have been asking me when the compilations will be finished. Like I've said on many of the update videos that I've done, they take anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 months to do. And the fact that I don't have my flash drive right now should tell you guys right now that the odds of me getting a compilation out before Christmas are very low. Worst case scenario, I'm probably going to have to convert all of my VHSs back into digital form so that I'd be able to do it for you guys. I mean, you guys know the drill with that. And I do not like ripping the videos off the internet, because that's just rude, and that takes away credit from the guys that were actually worked and did the time to take those videos and put those videos and openings and stuff on YouTube. Another problem I'm running into with Compilation 1995, there are actually 2 problems. And they actually both coincide and pretty much mean the same thing. The first problem is copyright issues. As many of you know, the first one got torn down because I actually did not take down the compilation video. YouTube did, because of an apparent copyright claim from, you guessed it, the assholes at UMG, who decided it was going to be right by their rights to claim copyright to half the video. Doesn't make any sense. They're a bunch of thieving guys, but you know what? They're a little too powerful for the little guys to take on, so I'm not going to argue with what they say. But there's a catch. A couple of the biggest promos and trailers from 1995 are pretty much music video trailers. The biggest one, of course, being the Pocahontas Colors of the Wind trailer, which was on the Lion King VHS, which I cannot upload with that intact, because trust me, the minute I do, UMG will try to take it. Try to take it down, and they will probably succeed, because they just have to do. All they have to do is claim it's mine, and then the minute you say, "Oh well, it's not yours," but it's not yours either. So we win. And since they have the lawyers and they have the money, I've decided I'm not going to use that. The one that really surprised me was Parachute Express. That was the one that really surprised me. I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to. I was actually working on an upload, a request for a friend to upload, and right the hell out of nowhere, I get a copyright claim on Parachute Express. Who the hell is calling copyright for that shit? And seriously, Luigi, I'm gonna shove this friggin' green shell I got so far up your ass you'll be extra green. Well, there's that. But for all of the opening crowd, if it's gonna be any silver lining, if you guys are a little peeved that there haven't been any in a while, in fact, there haven't been any in a very long time, this may cheer you up in terms of you not wanting to see LPs. I actually had a very surprise LP for you guys, like a Christmas holiday surprise LP for you guys. A blind run through Majora's Mask. There's only one problem. It is the middle of December as I'm recording this right now. This is probably going to be uploaded within this week, so you guys won't have to worry about that. The biggest thing with this one is the fact that Majora's Mask is a game that's going to require a lot of my time, a lot of my explanation, a lot of my storytelling techniques, and a lot of my great LPing skills. And Luigi, get the hell out of my way. So, Majora's Mask is not only being put on hold, it may be put on permanent hold, because this would be the only time I'd be able to do it, because 2016, January to March, is loaded with games. Including, stuff with, including co-op stuff with some friends of mine that I've been planning. All sorts of nonsense. Toad, you bum. No, you don't. Ugh, good riddance. But anyway, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. That's the bad news of when it comes to the LPing world and the opening world. The good news, I have good news for both of those, so that should be good for you guys. Has become one of the best Bowser castles in Mario Kartdom. This is actually one of 4 Bowser castles in the Game Boy Advance version. That and the SNES versions are the only 2 that have multiple Bowser's castles that are not ripped off from another source, such as Mario Kart Wii has a lot of Bowser castles. This one has multiple Bowser castles, but one of them is this game's specific Bowser's castle, and then a Retro Cup version of another Bowser's castle. This one, on the other hand, Mario Kart Super Circuit and Super Mario Kart were the ones that had multiple Bowser's castle. They were actually the last courses usually on those in the cups, with the exception, of course, of the Special Cup, in which it was Bowser's Castle number 4 and then Rainbow Road, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Toad is not going to make this fun. Okay, getting back to what I was talking about, I do have good news on both of those fronts, though. The first good news is, for the last few weeks, I have been looking for a short-ish, but not too short, LP to do for, oh, come on! How can Toad what the frig is that? Oh, this is pissing me off. Okay, anyway. I have been looking tirelessly for, I don't call it really a time-wasting LP, I just call it like something that can, like a hold me over LP. So we're going to start with the LP good news, obviously, in case you didn't know. The good news with that is I found one. It is an LP of a game that I tried to LP before, but it didn't work. Mostly because of, again, would you know it, more bogus copyright claims from the... Honestly, guys, let me tell you something right now. If you guys are trying to get into LPing like we do, not all of you are getting into LPing. A lot of you are just here for the entertainment purposes, and that, go figure. Actually, not go figure. Congratulations on that. Go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But if you are going to try to get into it, don't let these groups bully you. Like Freedom, like Asafin Network. It's basically an even bigger ripoff than if you were to become a YouTube partner. So not only would you have to take part and give up portions of your cut to YouTube, you'd also have to cut up and give up your portion to this group. So you're now up to like, you're down to like a 30% profit margin. And then, to add insult to injury, you now then have to deal with them saying, oh, we're helping you, but not really. Like, I have a friend of mine who was part of Freedom, and they're like, oh, well, they're giving me all the sponsorship. Really? 'Cause I don't mean to be rude or anything, but in the time it's taken you to get 50 subscribers, I myself am up to, at that point I was up to 750, so it's like, I mean, granted, I'd been around longer, and my name's a bit more well-known than hers was, but to be honest, I think you're setting yourself up to be ripped off, and I don't like to watch people get ripped off. It's not cool. Well, it's obviously not cool, but I just do not like watching people get ripped off by others who think that, oh, we're not scamming them, we're just minorly scamming them. It's like those people that like pay to have accidents on job sites just so they could sue the boss and get money. But anyway, I did find a good time-wasting LP. You should know what it is by now, and if I have uploaded it. If I have not uploaded it by now, I am sorry. I am a very lazy piece of shit. But that's just because I've had a lot of stuff to do when it comes to the holidays, and Dry Bones rebounds after a tough start to get an absolutely incredible finish. 3 straight wins in a row, suckers. Yeah! Nice job, Dry Bones. That's a great intro for you, buddy. And letter grade? A B! Yay! I like B. And the Leaf Cup has been added to the Retro Grand Prix in the particular class that we are racing in. Okay, this has been a good one. I'll find more interesting things to talk about next time we do the Grand Prix, which will be next episode. We will be taking on the Star Cup. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm Nintendo Man 64. Join me then. Until then, sayonara.